Courtney and welcome to movie review time. Today I am talking about the movie The Imitation Game. I just saw this movie today and it was so good. I didn't really know much about it, but then I saw it and then I fell in love with it and now I'm just like having a feels attack. If you don't know what this movie's about, this is based off a true story, and this movie takes place in England in the beginning of World War II, so like 1939, and it's about this guy named Alan Turing, and so he is offered into this program of trying to break the Nazi code, which was called Enigma, and so him and these couple other guys, and this girl shows up, are trying to break Enigma, and it's them trying to break it, and then the after events of World War II. It also shows his childhood in the present 1951. It's sad, it's happy, it's funny, it has all the feelings. I personally think this is one of the best movies I have ever seen in like my lifetime, and there's very rare movies that I think are like amazing and stuff, so I really like this movie a lot. So if you have not seen this movie, I highly recommend it because it's so good. So goodbye, non-spoilery people. Goodbye. Now let's talk about The Imitation Game. I actually wasn't gonna film a movie review for this, but then after I saw it, I was like, you know what? I must talk about this. So let's now do that. So this is technically the first movie I've seen with Benedict Cumberbatch, and now Benedict Cumberbatch is like my favorite human on like the planet Earth. Like I just want to meet him and love him and just give him a big warm hug. Benedict just did such an amazing job, and I was just like, Benedict, my baby, he just, yeah, it was so good. It was just a wonderful performance, you know, and it was so good. If he doesn't win that Oscar, I will be so pissed off. He must win that Oscar. I liked how it starts off. It was something like, he was saying something like, oh, you better pay attention to this. Like, you must pay attention to what I'm saying. Like, I'm in control and stuff. How he was saying all this stuff in the beginning. That was cool. It was like, it was sounding creepy. And it was like, oh, I must listen to Benedict or something. Like, I'm gonna die or something. I thought it was really interesting about his childhood. Of how he had this, he had this friend named Christopher. You know, like, obviously they probably made out like at some point in their life. I mean, well, technically probably they didn't, because then like I think they were realizing their feelings to each other and then left, and then obviously Christopher died. That was depressing. Like I thought Christopher just like wasn't there and like was gonna like show up again and be like, hey Benedict, like you thought I was dead or like or gone, like just show up. But no, he died, and I was sad. And then we had the present period, which I didn't like a lot, because I mean, really, the only time we saw a present, it was was that guy trying, like, to, I guess, technically put Alan in jail, and I was, like, really upset, and I was just like, what are you doing? Like, you did nothing wrong. But no, he was like, oh, I got to interrogate this guy, and I was just like, no, you don't. Okay, this whole Enigma situation, now I feel like I've learned a lot about this Enigma in radio stuff in a way. That was really interesting and cool, learning, like, about that stuff. Like, it seems so complicated, which it probably was back in then, but, it was cool seeing, like, them trying to solve it and all these ways they were doing it and how he makes the machine, and it was just wow. That machine was probably like something magnificent back then, like something people would think like that's completely insane. The scene when they break Enigma was so just happy, and just I was so happy. They worked so hard, and how they met that girl and like they kind of figured it out, running back and forth, and they figured it out in the directions. It was so happy, and I was so proud of them because they deserved it, and it was so good. But then the after events of Enigma and Break was well, not so well. They have to burn all this evidence. They have to forget about each other, have to forget this ever happened. They can't see each other or anything. You know, it's just so sad. I wanted them to be besties forever because you broke Enigma. But no, you just have to forget and just move on. And when you bump into them in the street, you can't like talk to them and be like, hey, what's up? You know, like, we broke Enigma like 20 years ago. No, that can't happen. Oh my gosh, the guy from Downton Abbey was on this. What was his name in this movie? Was it John or something? He was a Soviet spy. That guy. He's the Irish dude on Downton Abbey. The butler. That guy. Who he's like in love with the teacher. That guy, yeah, he was in this, and I was like, oh my gosh, but then when you realize he was a Soviet spy, I was just like, oh. I love the relationship between Alan and Joan. I thought they were really nice. I didn't want them together, like, I knew Alan was homosexual, which I will talk about later, but I just like the bond between them two, and how, I can't believe they got engaged. Like, I was thinking, when he was talking about, you know, like, you need to marry someone, I thought he was talking about, you should go with that Hugh guy, the guy he didn't like, and they fought all the time. I thought that he was like, oh, you know, you should marry him, like, you two are, like, OTP for life. But no, he was like, marry me, and I was just like, but you're gay, but, no, that's not supposed to happen. I wasn't shipping them, I'm sorry. Now, like I just said, this whole homosexuality situation, that was very interesting. Just knowing that this guy was living in the 1940s and stuff, and having to keep this secret of being homosexual, and then like knowing that if you tell someone and like the government finds out, they're gonna go kill this guy. It makes me so sad knowing that they're, like how they said in the end, between like, was it 1885 and 1967, like a bunch of men were killed because of this. And it makes me sad. A man died just because of who he likes. And I really don't think that's right. You shouldn't be killed for, you know, who you love. If you're gonna get killed, like, by the government, it should be for a good reason, not for who you love. It just made me sad knowing that he had to live through this for a long time. I now just feel bad for all the men back then who were killed just because of this, because they didn't deserve to die because of that. A man or woman does not deserve to be killed over love. They really don't. It's sad. It makes me sad knowing that there are people in this world who are killed and bullied just because of this. I'm not saying I support this or anything. I just, in my personal opinion about like this and gay marriage, I personally just think if you are happy with that person you're with the person you love, and want to spend the rest of your life with that person, that is okay. Because my opinion in this world, I want everyone to be happy and to be in love who they want to be. And you know, it's just, we shouldn't judge each other for who we are. We should accept each other. And you know, I think marriage equality is definitely a big deal, and so I think we're just all equal, and we shouldn't judge each other for who we are. And just, if you're happy for who you love, and it's not your same gender, if that's your same gender, you're in love with your same gender, that, I mean, I don't really see what the problem is. I love seeing people who are happy, and it makes me happy. So this is not a supporting or anything or promoting it or saying no, we have to have this. I'm just saying if you are happy, I am happy for you too. this movie was so moving, inspirational for me. I definitely thought about this. Definitely a lot of stuff dealing with homosexuality. I definitely now have a different opinion on it. And just, it was so sad. I thought I was gonna start crying, and it was just, this is one of the best movies I've ever seen. And just, it's inspiring, sad, and emotional. And I just want to give Alan a big hug. Even though he committed freaking suicide. I still can't believe he did that. Those are my overall thoughts on the movie, The Imitation Game. Like I said, I think this is one of the best movies of all time. This is definitely one of the best movies I've ever seen, in my personal opinion, at least. But yes, this movie was amazing. Please share your comments in the comments down below. If you like this movie review, give it a big thumbs up. If you want me to do more movie reviews, please leave it in the comments down below. I can't say anything. Or like, give this video a big thumbs up, because I like doing movie reviews, not on just book to movie adaptations, even though this is a book to movie adaptation because I said it was based off a book. But yes, you can leave those comment down below, and if you like watching these type of movie reviews, you can click the subscribe button down below. I am Courtney, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye. You thought of The Imitation Game. Whoops, I moved my camera. Whoops. If you don't know what this movie is, now, like I just said, this whole homosexual